Hell y'all. Welcome to part 6 of my Swiss Confederation Edward VIII Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Kaiserredux. In part 5, we helped the Austrians deal with the Hungarians. Also, Illyria got eaten by Serbia. And so let's go to our research tree, since we have a research slot available. And let us start researching, say, Concentrated Industry 3, since it's quite a good tech to have. And that'll take 187 days. Modified Officer Corps, Spirit of the Army. Let's go with, say, what do we go with here? Tip of the Spear? No. Actually, we'll come back to this, probably. Spirit of Division Command. Let's go with, say, I don't know, Flexible Organization. Get that done now. So that was the choice we made there. And we've outfitted our divisions with support artillery as well as support companies. So we need more of that, I think. At least support equipment. We have a deficit there. Not a large one, but it is one we have to get fixed. And that will take 72 days. Well, 71 days now. Just a little bit longer. I would like another factory on that, please. Yes, that would be great. We need equipment. We constantly need equipment. And let's go to decisions here. And we're going to open up some mines since we're surveying for natural resources. And so Switzerland will get some more steel in a little bit, not too much longer. There we go. So now let's open the Reithof mine to get 2 steel in eastern Switzerland. And open up another mine, I think, to get tungsten. No, chromium. We'll get chromium out of that. Good. And we can trade that off to other countries to try and get ourselves some steel for our own uses. Well, at least get some civilian factories out of some kind of deal. And so, yeah, we need a lot more rifles. And we need a lot of things. We need to upgrade our infantry equipment at the very least. Expand the electric dams will be done soon. Good. After that, I gotta choose the next thing I will do. Say, let's complete Sell Vierbonds or no research. We can do Swiss Miracle. Could always do that to get a research slot. I may just do that to get the research slot. So expand the electric dams will be done soon. Come on, that would take about 6 more days. Give it some more time. Doctrines available. Air Doctrine. We're doing battlefield supports to unlock dive bombing now. Great. And we're just letting time fly by. It is currently September 1938. Not much is happening for us ever since that war with Hungary ended. And now Ireland has joined the Entente. Interesting. What's the world tension at currently? 50%. Alright then. And so, let's complete Selvier bonds to get over Black Monday and just get rid of that issue entirely. We'll try to get rid of it entirely. We still have a little bit of a way to go before that's gone altogether. Modified Officer Corps. Military High Command Focus. Let's go with the Air High Command Focus dash Air Combat. Get that done now. Good. And there's a lot of soldiers situated. Oh, the Fall of the Rashidi Emir. That's over in the Arabian Peninsula. But there's a lot of soldiers now. Georgia's going to fight Azerbaijan. Is either of... Okay, yeah. Georgia, why are you doing that? That may have been a mistake. Your country is kind of split in half by the Ottomans currently. I don't think you've made the right decision there. That or you just don't care and just want to fight Azerbaijan because you can. The Azeris may get into BC soon, or it could be the Ottomans. I don't know. Big mess. Big mess in the Caucasus. There. The Caucasus region. And so, Modified Officer Corps. Let's go to get Navy Command Focus. The Swiss Navy needs a good leader, and by Swiss Navy, I mean something as exists. Okay, Selvier bonds is no longer a thing. Why not? What happened? Well, oh, we're not at 50% world tension anymore. Okay, oh my goodness gracious. Just terrific. And what can I do here? What can I do? Gotta think for something here. Let us do subsidize Swiss steel. So it says here, Switzerland is a nation with few national resources of its own. There's a war between Ukraine and Romania. Huh. But anyway, it says Swiss Steel is one of the few steel corporations operating inside of the country. If Switzerland has become if it's become self-sufficient in steel production, we will need to fund their efforts. So we will get a national spirit called Swiss Steel, and also a civilian factory. And that Swiss Steel National Spirit will grant us faster research speed for industrial tech, faster military, and also faster military and civilian factory construction speed, and give us more steel in eastern Switzerland. So good deal there. We already have a lot of resources in eastern Switzerland, and that focus will just give us more. Romania is pushing into Ukraine hard. So they had the Syndicalist Intermarium as a faction, and now Japan is removed from the Legation Council. I'm surprised their allies are making as much of a difference there, but I mean, Romania has Serbia to call upon, and now the Legation cities have joined the Entente. But yeah, this is a war in Eastern Europe between the Belgrade Pact and the Syndicalist Intermarium. And the, well, Ukraine, led by Khrushchev, is not doing too well, honestly. They've lost a couple of cities at this point. Odessa has fallen. Romania has captured it. And they're pushing out the Bratslav and Podolia at this point. Poland is part of their faction, as well as the Cuban People's Republic. And if the Syndicalist Intermarium loses this war, we could potentially see, well, we will see a Belgrade Pact partially influence. Well, they will have a spear in Eastern Europe more. And that would be very interesting to see for sure. I wish the Austrians could just take on the Belgrade Pact now, because they will probably get into a war with them in the future. I'm thinking over the territories of Transylvania, but who knows what the Austrian Empire is planning to do. Currently, they're busy dealing with the occupation of Hungary, since Hungary went to war against them and just decided to occupy their territory. So what do we do ourselves? World tension is currently at 54%. I can't do anything. Fall of Burgos, that was in the, that was the capital of Carlos, Spain, I think. Yeah, Carlos, Spain, who Austria is supporting in the Spanish Civil War, got split in half. And I think, frankly, the Kingdom of Spain will win at this point, and they just control a lot of territory compared to their competition in that conflict. And our infantry division here, the 22nd Division, will be deployed soon. Good, now we're going to make more advanced artillery. Alright then, and currently we have no deficits, I think. For equipment, I believe. Let me check here. We do not. Good. The 5th Saili-Function War has taken place. Well, it started, I believe. And it seems that Ukraine is now going on a counteroffensive. Subsidized Swiss steel is done. That's good for resources and just a good national spirit to have in general. Let us complete winning the cultivation battle. So that focus says, well, once it's done, we'll get 2 civilian factories, and it says, Switzerland is not a nation blessed with an abundance of natural resources. For centuries, Swiss farmers have fought a battle against a harsh mountain climate to grow enough crops to feed the nation. Now that war looms on the horizon, we must subsidize these farmers to make Switzerland self-sufficient. So we're subsidizing a lot of things lately. And yeah, Odessa may be recaptured by Ukraine soon. They're pushing now into Buzhak, which the Ukrainians have a claim on as they have it as a core state. Did they lose that earlier? I don't know. Maybe Romania just had it and Ukraine's fighting over that in particular, as well as Bessarabia. They want Bessarabia, I imagine. Yeah, they do. And Romania is now they're stuck on the defense of Ukraine, and their allies in the Syndicalist Intermarium are going on the offensive at this point, which is probably not ideal for the Belgrade Pact. Either way, depending how that conflict goes, we will see a Syndicalist Eastern Europe independent of the Third International and the Commune of France, and Syndicalist or Socialist Britain. And in the research tree, let's get improved computing machine done. So yeah, that'll be interesting. No matter what the outcome of that conflict is, Austria could intervene at any time, frankly, but I don't think they're going to do that. Yeah, no, they're just doing institutionalized the Vienna Circle, and this is some research group, I believe it is, that will unlock a focus for us, I believe. It's over, where is it? I think it's over here. Or no, wait, never mind. It's down here, yeah. So, no, that's not right. Whatever, we'll just do create economic utilities in a little bit soon. There's the restoration of the Rashidi Emirate over in the Arabian Peninsula. Unassigned division, the 22nd Division, bring them to the border we share with the Commune of France, who has, they have, at this point, that is at least 6 French divisions here in Burgundy, and they have 2 British divisions there also, just there. They're probably just there to watch the Germans, but we exist also, so perhaps they fear the might of the Kingdom of Switzerland led by a British monarch. And now the war in the desert has started between the Cairo Axis and the Ottoman Empire, so that's going down. And the Austrians are moving their navy around for whatever reason. I don't know why. They just are. Armenia is going to fight the Ottoman Empire, okay. Modify the government. What can we do? What can we do here? The Republic of Syria is going to fight the Ottoman Empire. Big mess for the Ottomans. No doubt. I got a lot of issues I got to sort out there. That's going to be fun for them. What can I do here? What do I do? Go with the air focus. All weather. All weather. Yes, we went with that. That's fine. So, Ukraine, Romania. Who's winning? Ukraine took back Odessa. They're now struggling to move in the Bujak. Yemen has joined the Cairo axis. So, who controlled this? Oh, the Belgrade Pact's losing ground here. And to the east of Galicia, Lodomeria. And our Polish, well, our Austrian, Polish, Galician allies are just watching the conflict go down. The second Arab revolt is underway. Ottoman Empire, will you survive? I don't know. They're fighting Iran. They're still fighting Georgia for whatever reason. Stalin, well, Yosef, oh, now it's Beria. Never mind, Stalin is gone. So, Stalin did go down. He's been replaced by someone else. Point being, Georgia's not dead yet. And Karl I, why did Charles I of Austria, he sent volunteers to help the Ottoman Empire. Wow, so, I guess he's helping his old Central Empire ally, I guess. And now, in the focus tree, let us do, what can we do here? After that focus was done, let us complete striving for economic self-sufficiency. And that focus says, let's see, all aspects of the Swiss economy rely heavily on foreign imports in order to survive. We must work to move as many industries as possible inside of our own borders to reduce our reliance on foreign powers and encourage our economy to rely on internal sources for production. And once this focus is done, we'll get 1 civilian factory in Romandy and 2 civilian factories in eastern Switzerland. Can I send volunteers to the Ottoman Empire as Switzerland? I'm not sure. I don't think I can. Actually, I can, yes. Do I want to do that? We can send 1. I don't know if that'd be too significant. Never mind. And it looks like the Russians send volunteers to help Serbia, even though all the Russian volunteers are doing in Serbia is watching the Austrians. What are you guys doing? Did you volunteer just to watch Austrian soldiers? Oh my goodness gracious. Is this about Crimea? The war in Crimea all those years ago? I don't know. Point being, I don't know if they're actually going to go help the... I don't know if they're actually going to go help... There they go. The Russian troops are moving now. They're going to go and help the Romanians. Did they get volunteers themselves? They did not. Or no. Okay, Serbia sent them expeditionary forces, which are kind of like volunteers, but not really, since they're basically just divisions handed over to a country to use however they want instead of volunteers, where the host country, no, the original country still controls them instead of the host country. What happened here in Central Asia? I'm just noticing that. Why did you grab... Oh my goodness, great. Oh, never mind, I get it now. Oh, it's because the Orenburg Cossack host is part of the Russian Alliance faction. Okay, and Norway is also part of that faction. Huh. I mean, I think that's been a thing. It's just I didn't pay attention to what happened with the Central Asia borders. It's just kind of odd. The Orenburg Cossack host exists. Meanwhile, Russia just took over to, like, say, what is this considered in our timeline? Turkmenistan and Kyrgyzstan over here a little bit. Yeah, just interesting to see. Just interesting to see. And those Austrian volunteers in the Ottoman Empire have decided to spend their time battling the Georgians with artillery. So you can see it here. There's some Austrian artillery bombarding these like 10 Georgian divisions stuck in Abkhazia, and that is not good for them. The Mozambique Bush War is taking place. That's between Deutsche Middle Africa and the Portuguese Empire. Research slot available. Now, get Excavation 3 done. Also, get Improved Infantry Equipment 2 researched. Well, that's sort of far ahead, but we'll get it done anyway. And in the focus tree, let us now do Improved Economic Utilities, I think it's called, over here. And Armenia has joined the Persian faction, the Iranian faction. So we're now going to do the focus, create economic lifelines. The conflict with France has severed many of our traditional routes of supply. As a landlocked nation, we rely heavily on land routes through friendly nations in order to receive the resources we need for survival. We must expand these networks in order to fuel our war effort and maintain the flow of goods. And once this is done, we'll get a national spirit called Economic Lifelines, which will grant us, well, we won't use up as many supplies, and we won't use as many factories for consumer goods, like minus 3% there. And so Serbia, oh my goodness, not Serbia. Austria is still pounding away at these Georgians with these artillery guns. I don't know why the Austrian artillery chose to particularly focus on the Georgians. They just have. Meanwhile, on the Romanian-Ukrainian front, the Syndicalists Intermarium, they are pushing down to Bessarabia. The Belgrade Pact has lost a lot of their momentum. I mean, I think, yeah, they've lost all the provinces they captured when the war initially broke out. Now they're just stuck on the defensive. And they could potentially see some kind of... I mean, if the Russian alliance attacks Ukraine or the Reichspakt attacks Poland or Ukraine, that could save them, but if they don't, they may potentially lose. I don't know. It could go either way. Although that said, considering Romania lost their momentum, they could be out of troops. Or they just cannot have the ball's not in their court anymore, so to speak. So now armored operations, research that. I mean, unlock that. And I think with everything going on in Europe at this moment in time, I'm going to end what is part 6 of my Swiss Confederation Edward VIII Path playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux here. If you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description. A link to it is there. And if you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like and subscribe.